In today's tutorial, I'm going to be going through how to set up group schedulers in Dubsado. I'm also going to go through the number of ways that you can use group schedulers in Dubsado, and I'm going to go through all of the canned emails that you will need for your reminders, your confirmation emails, and so on. So let's dive into what you will need for this setup. What you're going to need for this setup, if you're using your group schedulers as a starting point of coming into the Dubsado system, you will need to have your lead capture form created. You're going to have your canned emails set up in the system for your confirmation and all of your reminders, and also to set up project statuses for after the call is booked or the meeting is set. There are also a number of different ways that group schedulers can be used. So the first might be that you want the lead to have the option of booking a discovery call or the option of booking a paid consultation from your website. Another way is you might want the lead to have the option of choosing different length meeting times, or you might want the lead to have the option of choosing whether they want an in-person meeting or a virtual meeting, or you might want the client to book in for all of their meetings over, say, for instance, a 3-month package, and you just want them to see every single meeting and be able to book in. So there could be a number of ways that you use this. So let's dive in and I will show you how to set up these group schedulers. So I'm just going to be using a demo account to give you an overview of how to do this. So the group scheduler setup that I'm going to be doing today is directly coming through from your website. So say you want to embed different calls. So you want to have like the option of them choosing a discovery call or choosing a paid consultation. I'm going to show you how to set that up today and how to embed that onto your website. So the first thing that you need to do is head over to your canned emails, and you'll be able to grab these canned email templates from my blog post, which is linked down in the description and comments. So we want to add some canned email templates for the confirmation and also the reminders. So you might want to have a 1-hour reminder, a 24-hour reminder. You can do whatever sort of reminders you want. You can even have, I've had clients that have done a 10-minute reminder. So it's up to you what kind of time frame that you want to give them. So I've already uploaded these canned email templates. So this is just giving you an overview of the smart fields that you can put in here. So it's going to pull through obviously the date, the time, the appointment duration, and then you have the option of choosing whether you want it to be a conferencing link, a virtual, or if you want it to be a physical location, or if you even, for quite a few of my clients, they've wanted to call the person, so pulling through the client's number. It's always very important to make sure that you're adding this link to your calendar. So give them the option to be able to click on this button for them to upload it, because it doesn't natively get uploaded into their calendar. It will into yours through Dubsado, but not into your clients. So it's important to add that in there. And also for the confirmation, it's also a very good idea to put in buttons for them to be able to reschedule or for them to be able to cancel. If anything comes up, they'll easily be able to cancel it by clicking on that button. So once you've set up your canned emails and your reminders, so I've already put the reminders in here. So you'll see, like I said, you can grab these templates. Just make sure to repopulate the smart fields, because sometimes copying and pasting, it won't paste it. It won't, the functionality won't happen and pull through those smart fields. So again, this is just the same details. So you will be able to choose what option that you would want to go for by deleting the certain line that you don't need. And this is just allowing them to know that the call is coming up. So once you set up your canned emails, then it's a good idea to make sure that you've set up your lead capture form, because if they are coming through directly from your website and booking a call, we need a form that is going to pull through all of that information to create a project. So lead capture forms and public proposals are what creates the project in Dubsado. So we need to attach a lead capture form. So I've just done one here and said attach to group scheduler. You can put whatever questions you want in here. That's completely up to you. The main thing that you will want to do though is to go over to the form settings and to make sure that you're adding the project status of call booked, because after they have filled out the form and they've selected the time, you then want to be able to see everyone that has booked that call with you. So it's a good idea to create that project status for call booked, and also to make sure that you are titling the project. You can title it whatever you want. I'm just putting through the client's full name here. Once you have your lead capture form set up, now we can dive into the schedulers and creating these group schedulers. Head over to the scheduler tab. This is where you can add a new template. One thing to note is with the appointment name, make sure that you are adding your name, because by default, Dubsado will pull that appointment name into their calendar when they click on that add to calendar button. But the title in the email of the actual calendar appointment name, it will just say their name and then whatever you title it. So a lot of people will just put like discovery call, but it won't actually pull through the details of your name. So you want to title it, say for instance, discovery call with, and then put your name. So they know who the call is going to be with, just in case they forget that they booked it. I don't know. Then select your appointment duration. This appointment can be scheduled, so you can do a fixed date rate, which I don't recommend ever. So you can do a rolling day window and indefinitely, which is what I usually click. You can set your times. You can do once booked, show me as, and you want to select it as busy for this. And then you can type in a physical location, or if you've got your conferencing set up, which if you are using Zoom or Google Meet, I highly suggest that you do that. You can do it under the settings tab. Then it will come up with this little tick box, and that will pull through and create that calendar, that's that Zoom or Google Meet link for you. You don't need to attach any email here because we're not using it within a workflow, so that's fine. Then go over to the advanced tab. Prevent booking, prevent less than, so I want to put it as 48 hours in advance because I want some buffer on that. You can put a buffer before and after, and you can do increments and so on, how many schedulers. So this is the important part, is where we want to attach our confirmation email. So I'm going to put discovery. So I want to put the confirmation. This is where we need to attach that lead capture form. And you can redirect to a URL if you want. And then just down here on notifications, you need to turn this on, and then you need to put in your reminders. So if you had, say, for instance, a 24-hour reminder, select your canned email, do a 1-hour one, or however many you want. So you can put as many reminders as you want, but try not to put too many because you don't want to get them bombarded with a million emails. It's kind of highly annoying. And then I like to turn on monthly view. So once you've done that, this is the free call, so the free discovery call that we're setting up. So you can hit save, and that will create that scheduler. Then you can duplicate this if you want to, and then you can create that second one. So if this is maybe a paid consultation call, you can name it that. Again, just put your timings in, go to the advanced tab, and this is where we can make this into an invoice. So this is going to be paid for them to book, so then you can add a new line. So once you've completed the invoice, you can just add it, add in any other reminders if you wanted to add any, and then just hit save. Now we've created those 2 schedulers, or however many you want within that group. We can go over to scheduler groups. We want to add a group, so we can click add group, title it a name. Then here is where you can tick the ones that you want to have in there. And again, we don't need to assign an email or anything because we're going to embed that onto our website. Then we can click create. Here you can click on the share button, and this is where you can embed it by grabbing the iframe code and putting in a code block on your website, or you can even use it as a direct link. If you wanted to put it in, I don't know, maybe as a button in an email, you can use the direct URL link. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like now. So from this group scheduler, they will be able to choose which appointment that they want. So from this, obviously, they can choose whether they want a paid consultation call, which has the invoice attached, or a discovery call, which doesn't have an invoice attached. So if I select this, then you'll see they'll be able to select their availability. So they'll be able to choose which date they want. From here, they'll be going through to that lead capture form to create that project. And then once they've filled this in, they will go to an invoice. With the other scheduler, after they've filled out their form, they will just be taken to the landing page of their confirmation of the call. So that is exactly how to set up your group scheduler within Dubsado. If you have any questions, please just make sure to pop them into the comments below.